Sup nerds, I'm Wes.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Aaron.
We're Neverboard Gaming, and today we're taking a look at Castle Panic by Fireside Games. At its core, Castle Panic is a co-op tower defense game. If you don't know what that is, basically we have a base or tower or castle in the middle of the board, and there's bad guys coming in from all sides, and we're all playing cards and trying to kill those bad guys before they damage our castle in the middle. And we basically have a timer we're trying to run out of the monster pile or bag or whatever you have your little monster tokens in. Once you've defeated all the monsters, if you still have a tower standing, then you guys win. If they kill your castle before you get through all the monsters, then you lose.
Now you know how to play the game.
See it.
I mean, we're joking around here, but you really do kind of know like 80% of how to play the game just from that brief introduction. Because at its core, it's a very simple game. And I do kind of hate it when game companies say like, oh, it's very simple, easy to learn, hard to master. It's a simple game, but there's really deep strategy. This isn't hugely deep strategy. There's strategy there. There's a lot more than what you see on the surface, but overall you can figure out the rules really quick within the first turn, and then by like the fourth or fifth turn you kind of understand, oh, this is how my turn kind of needs to go to handle what we're up against.
It's a lot of luck. You're actually, like this game, like you can lose based on, just a bad draw of the monsters. You have these monsters come out and you're not equipped to fight them yet. You can try and draw up more cards or trade cards to other players so they can fight them on their turns. But if you have bad draws, you're just going to lose.
Especially because there's the RNG mechanic with the die that the monsters spawn in whatever zone you roll. So you could just roll a 1 every single time and just all your monsters are coming in from zone 1 and you don't have any of that color. And so they're all coming in and you're just watching helpless, being like, oh man, I wish they were in zone 5.
I like that it's fully co-op. Like you're on your turn, you're trying to decide, oh, I could take out this monster by wasting, 3 cards, or I could trade cards and Wes could take it out on his turn with 1 card and actually be more efficient with the materials you have.
I do think that the trading card mechanic really plays on the co-opness of it, that it's not just, oh, we're all trying to accomplish the same goal, but there's cards going back and forth. You're trying to say, here, I'll hand you this so you can do this on your next turn, and you give me that card. It may not help me right now, but we really need you to have that card so that in 3 turns you can hit this guy. I think that really plays up the co-op feel of it a lot.
Yeah, because you can kind of look at this, you can say, well, this guy is going to be in the night range, when he's on your turn, unless another token comes up and says they all move to the right or they all move to whatever. I mean, and, unless you do have just really, really bad luck, and you do have all the, the really big monsters come out all at the same time, or they all come out in the same area, and you don't have the colors for the area that they're in, barring some, really, really, bad luck in that area, this game is actually kind of easy. I've almost never lost when playing just the base game, I want to say. I mean, because we've definitely lost with some of the expansions, but when I think about the base game, I feel like we've come close, but we've never fully actually lost.
I think I have lost once or twice.
Yeah, you're not that good.
Even when we win, there's almost always a point of where we're all going, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. And then like our towers are getting knocked over and all our walls are busted over and then like boulders are rolling through and not killing any monsters but taking out our stuff. And even though we can come back and win, there's always that point of desperation where you just feel like, oh my gosh, there's monsters everywhere.
You could almost say it's a point of panic.
I don't know. I don't feel like I get that, desperation feeling because it's not like, the more towers that we have lost, the worse we're doing. It just goes until all of them are gone. So if I can protect 1 tower for the rest of the game, that's all I need to protect. There is the mechanic where, like, if I, Tom, kill a monster, I can put him into my trophy pile, and these are the monsters that I killed, and these are the monsters that Wes killed. And at the end of the game, we all kind of count up, ooh, even though we all won together, I still killed the most monsters, so I'm better. And I never really am a big fan of that type of thing in co-op games, because it incentivizes, non-cooperative behavior that can, risk everybody losing the game at the same time. And furthermore, I feel like that aspect of it was added mostly for the purpose of saying, well, this game at its core is relatively easy. If we were to add that into the mix and people are, disincentivized to cooperate with one another, maybe now the win ratios go down. It's a lot harder for people to actually win the game.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point because that's my whole thing with like keeping trophies is, hey, pass me that red archer so I can kill this guy. And I'm like, I don't want you to kill that guy. I want to kill that guy. I don't want to get, you're already ahead. I'm not going to let you kill him. So that could make the game harder because you're not working together as much.
It's like Legolas and Gimli constantly fighting. You know what I mean? Who gets more? Helm's Deep, Lord of the Rings.
We're cutting all of this.
This is a great game for bringing new people into the hobby and teaching them cooperative play. There's so many games out there that are non-cooperative, or if they are, they're like semi-cooperative. So this is like being strictly cooperative, a great game and a good intro to gaming.
So I will say I like this game. I think it's fun. I have a good time playing it. That said, this game is very basic and simple. There's not a lot of depth to it. It's very like shallow level of complexity, which is not a problem. Like Aaron said, teach it to new people. If you want to kind of chill, you can play it, but it's fun. If that's what you're looking for, is an intro level game. This is definitely a level 1 or level like 0.5 even because it's co-op.
I don't have much more to say other than what they've already said. I thoroughly do enjoy the game, but I enjoy it mainly as an intro game or as a beer and pretzels game. Like when I'm done playing the big game, once the Twilight Imperium is over and I want to just chill,
Or the
Anachrony. Or the Anachrony is over, I just want to rest my brain and just kind of lean back and just kind of, well, what do you want to do? Okay, what cards do you have? Like we all have our hands open so we can all like figure that out. Now, I do believe, if you look on the box here, it says expansions available, ask your retailer, which the first time I read that, I thought it said ask your mother.
What? Tom can't read.
So then you're like, what expansions?
What? Yeah, if only we had some of those expansions.
What is Aaron reaching for?
We'll be doing reviews for all these expansions soon, but for just the base game, we definitely do believe that it's a solid game to start, but you're definitely going to want to look into these expansions after you play the base game like twice, because you're going to want to try these out.
If this game sounds interesting to you, click on the purchase link below and we'll have the link for all of the expansions in the base game.
And hey, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never be bored.
Whoa! Yeah. That was a good recovery right there.